But Mono doesn't listen. Mono doesn't care.
But Mono getting it, and he's got
Mexican, and he sends it around the outside.
Potty and Essendon got 3-second time penalties. Oh, they're 3 wide. Oh, I can't look. Boys. Oh, BM's just sent it. Touched wide.
BM.
Around the outside. He is.
Oh, he's got a penalty for
What a move. What a move. Yano clipped
Oh, he's going for another.
Oh, holds it around the outside. Oh no, this is
Still there, still side by side. Oh, Toddy there with the balls.
Keeps it in front. But who? Chunky's on super positions here. Jala and Greenbet's going at it. And down the inside comes Storm. Oh, he holds it. They hold it.
This will go in. Still. And then he's got the inside line for here, and he's managing, holding it, keeping space, but not giving him too much space. Rono risking it.
He's going on the outside.
Oh, what a move.
He made a move on the Alpha Tauri.
Oh, now they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, they're 3 wide. The hatch is in the middle.
He's made it through both of them.
The Cyber Husky with the fastest lap on the softs, of course. Expecting nothing less. Cheeseman trying to go up the inside of Christopher Attack. Oh, around the outside. Oh, he makes it stick. Oh, can he go to the outside? Tristan Primetime breaks early. Up the inside goes Noodles. Crazy good overtake. Coming around for Rapid Mono now.
For Noodles on the outside. Noodles holds in around the outside.
Oh, Santa!
Comes Noodles around the outside to the hairpin. What can he do? He breaks way later. Can he set him up? He's there. He's got the NASCAR drive off the banking. He's got it.
Side. Oh, Jason's been able to pass through. Relic and Rubik don't pass there. That was unbelievable racing. They're going to dive it on Chrissy here on the outside.
It's got the momentum. This is break later.
Oh no, please don't tell me this. That is going to Yano clip that. Amazing. Probably not a good reason to take on the boss and the team owner. But Daff goes, no, bugger you, boss.
Down the front straightaway.
Oh, here we go.
Hoot's making a double move here.
Nice work,
Gets
Kahoot.
it done.
Coming through here.
They make a dive.
Beautiful.
He's done it.
With that.
Side by side on exit, the Alfa Romeo is coming back as they make their way down to turn 4. The Alfa Romeo just a half a car length ahead.
Oh!
Gets late on the brakes and makes contact.
And
He's lost it. He's out. Is he? No.
No!
Oh, he's lucky.
He's got it from P6 to
That's
He's got
DRS.
He's going to do it. Rubric.
Wow, on the outside. Can he hold her on the outside? Rubric doing everything. He's got the pass done. Betsy's taken P1. Amazing. Very much. That I've got bored of that dance already, Kahoot. Get rid of it. Good evening.
Oh wait, I need another invite.
Oh mate, you need another invite. Isn't that enough? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is D-Day, the championship decider. Firstly, to the Divi 4 boys, Frizy, he will never commentate again in Division 1 or Rapid while I live and breathe. And Jishway, thanks very much for the comms in Div 4. Great work. And to Benno, congratulations on tying up the Division 4 championship. Well done to you guys. A great race. It was good to see and well battled out. Kirko, fantastic 8th from you, mate. Great to see War Machine on the podium. So there you go. Joining me in comms is the man from Texas himself, Magic Mike. How are you tonight, mate?
I'm great. I love it that you actually figured out what my nickname was from back in the day before I was married. Let's go.
Let's be honest, mate. It's the nickname, not the bod. But we all wish one day that we could actually have Chadham's body. Just not going to be a reality.
I don't have that body, but I did do the dance one time. My wife ended up spilling a whole 3 shot glasses of tequila in my eye. It was great. But Nate, away from that, which we can get to that in a different stream.
Yeah, exactly. It's another time.
It's all down to the wire here.
Yeah.
All championship long, these drivers have been duking it out. Point swaps happening all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are at Yas Marina, and we are going into this race with 3 drivers all in contention to win this drivers' championship. You got Betsy, Kahoot, and Noodles. All 3 of them could win this drivers' championship today. It just all depends on who has the better car and who has the better head.
Exactly. So, I mean, up on the stream, you guys can see it, and I'm sure that that Mike, you can see it, is the tail of the tape. So let's just run this through. So Betsy currently leads 285 points. We've forgotten about anyone else that can't win the championship. It's down to these 3. Betsy's won 285 points. He's got 5 wins, 10 podiums, 1 pole, 2 fastest laps. Currently leads by 9 points. Kahoot in the McLaren, 276, our defending Div 1 champion. Can he make history tonight and be our very, very first back-to-back and also dual Australian Division 1 champion? It's never been done. We've had 4 individual winners. Kahoot, can he get that done tonight? 2 wins, 11 podiums, 1 pole, 2 fastest laps. And the outsider, the dark horse, Noodles, I know that he's been crook all week, but I know that he'll be in there tonight. 271, 14 points, still mathematically possible. 3 wins, 9 podiums, 2 poles, 1 fastest lap. As you said, Mike, it's all to play for, and all these 3 boys have got a chance of taking home the big gong tonight. You there, mate? We've lost him.
He could definitely do this.
Yeah.
He could definitely do this. Abu Dhabi is a circuit that he is very, very quick around, but don't count out Betsy, the boy coming from behind. He literally has been dogging Kahoot the entire championship. And like you said, Noodles, the dark horse coming out of nowhere late in the season, bringing himself back up into the contention, and he's sitting right there pretty. I know he's good around Yas Marina. I've been at this track with him before. He is a force to be reckoned with. Will we see something crazy down there at the hairpin, or will all the overtaking be taking place down the DRS straights?
Well, we're going to find out in the chat. Jack, mate, my dual commo, thank you very, very much, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully everything's going well on the lifeguard front. You haven't killed any kids, and you're driving those Tonka trucks in style. Just to tick off... Actually, yeah.
Jack is not lifeguarding this week.
Oh,
Jack
isn't he?
is off training because he got a promotion. So
good on
congratulations
him.
to Jack. He's off getting training for his new position. I won't lie what it is because I don't 100% remember, so don't catch me lying. But yeah, Jack did get himself promotion. He's off for paid training. That's why he couldn't be here today with the 2 of us, which is unfortunate.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah.
Well, look, again, congratulations, Jack, on the promotion. Obviously, you had videotape on your boss. That's the way you got promoted, but hope it all goes well for you, Jack. Congratulations, mate, from all of us at Rapid. Firstly, congratulations must go to our constructors, Betsy and Relic, wrapping it up, Red Bull Racing, our Division 1 constructors for Season 5 and final on F1 2120. I think we both agree we are looking forward to seeing the back end of this game bring on F1 2022. Mike.
Yeah, this game has been a bit of a cluster. We'll leave out the rest of the word, but it's we've had issues with this game since it released. Was it a bad game? No, the game in itself was great. This was the best handling model that they've put forward so far.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of sorry to see it go because of how good the handling model is in this game. I've been watching a lot of stuff about the new game for F1 2022. I have my doubts. I have my questions about it. They've added a few things to it, like you can now beach the car on curbs. You still can't beach the car in the sand trap, which I think is just dumb. I'm tired of seeing fast guys run out in the sand trap, come to a complete stop, and drive out of there like nothing happened, like they're going to dinner at their mom's house.
Yep.
But they've also brought in some new stuff to the setup, so you can now have a lot more adjustment with your downforce. So we're going to see a lot of different variations, I think, of setup next year, whereas this year you don't see as many variations. Most of these guys, you could say probably 75% of them are on the exact same setup, and then the other 25% are on a variation of that setup, whereas next year we'll see a lot of different wing profiles and a lot of different suspension profiles with the new handling model. Another thing I'm really excited about for the new game is going to be the fact that we have the supercars, and they've also added in manual pit stops. So you will drive into the pit lane, and then you have to click a button to actually turn into your pit stall. I'm hoping that that is a beginner to what we'll actually have and see something more like what Project Cars 2 has, or Assetto Corsa, where you actually control the car from flag to flag, where you actually have to drive it into the pit lane, drive it into your box, drive it out. That's what I'm hoping this is a beginner's step to. But yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming for the new game. It'll have its issues in the very beginning, so don't expect to see Rapid Racing doing anything off the boot. Probably give it about a month or so
Correct.
for them to start releasing patches, get everything going.
Yeah, very true. Mid-July, I reckon, at the earliest. Probably more late July before we really start kicking off the Rapid campaign. Obviously, 4 divisions here in Australia. I know that Maddie and Jack are doing some tireless work in the background with a league that we took over on Saturday, the Formula Fanatics, and blending those guys into us. I know that's going to take them some work. So I know that we're running a couple of divisions in Euro. That'll expand back to the 4 divisions. And to get over, I think at one stage, I think at our peak, Season 5 will definitely go down as our largest league or largest amount of drivers this year. And at last count, we had 220 plus drivers across Euro and Australia. So that definitely puts us up there with some of the big guys like your TIRs, your WRRs, and we're growing every time. So it's great to see the commitment from our admin guys. So thank you very much to all of those guys from the Australian group. I really want to send a massive big thank you to all our admins, particularly Kahoot, Noodles, the owner Rubric, who doesn't do much but he collects the paychecks, to Jish and Frizy as well. SD, I know he's not here at the moment, and to the Euro guys. Obviously there's Matt and Jack, but who else have I forgotten that helps over there, Mike?
We've got a lot. We've got Daz, Daz, Spagnola. I do a little bit here and there, but not a lot. More or less, just like advice, stuff like that. It's more or less what I do. But I have more information for RRT, the Rapid Racing team, which some of the Aussie guys have been involved with. We are basically wrapping up now for this game. We did take 1 championship in esports and had really good showings in all the others. The team is developing well around the manager, RRT, or Rapid COD. As you can see, he's actually, well, you can't see it because we have something else up on screen, but he is in the lobby. He is racing with us tonight, CODzilla. Who got his name from the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Pajala.
Yes, that's true, very true. And actually, there's a league that I race in Europe, TIR, Beer and Kebab, who runs it, a fantastic guy. Got a lot of time for him. And he was, at the time, he was COD, ETE COD. And I just did it in the chat once. I said, no, this guy's not COD, he's CODzilla. And it just stuck. And it was serious. Like, we even had a T-shirt going around on TIR with CODzilla. So there you go. But the boys are starting to ready up, which is good. Look, I don't know about you, Mike, but seriously, all to play for. I know that I'm really, really excited about how this is going to come through. So let's just tidy up in terms of the outcomes and what it's going to mean. I know you can just see it up on the screen, but really the three guys that can win, the scenarios are pretty easy. Betsy finishes in front or P2, he cannot lose the championship. That's the simple thing for him. Win it, finish in P2, can't be beat. For Kahoot, win, and Betsy must finish P3 or below. That's what Kahoot's got in front of him tonight. And Noodles must win to have any chance. And Betsy runs P5 and below, then Noodles will win the championship. So that's the scenario facing those three drivers. Look, Betsy's obviously the favourite. He's in front. You know, you lead coming around the final turn. You're generally the favourite. But stranger things have happened, Mike.
Stranger things have happened at this racetrack, but to me, I really feel like we might see something like what we did last week. The three of them are going to start toward the front, and I feel like one of those three is going to get a hot head, and something's going to happen early on to shape this race for the three of them. It'd be great to see something like we did last week at Saudi Arabia, where we had all three of them outside the points, way in the back, and trying to race their way back up through. So anything can happen at this racetrack. It's just like any other track, except there's those few very technical corners at the end of Sector 2, beginning of Sector 3. Have to see who's negotiating those the best, and also the weather conditions. It's more than likely going to be dry because this is Yas Marina. We're in the middle of Abu Dhabi. But depending on the temperature fluctuations throughout the race, because I have noticed in this game at two particular racetracks, there are a bit of temperature fluctuation, and one of them is Yas Marina. So who sets their car up to be good in what part of the race? Many different things can be a factor here tonight, but I would have to put my money on Betsy. I'd love to see Kahoot take a second in a row and be a first, but I'd also love to see that driver that goes up against the establishment and takes the victory.
Exactly, absolutely. So, look, we are live now. Boys are getting themselves live, but just into what's on the stake tonight. Dutchie has put up 10 subs if Betsy wins the championship. If Kahoot finishes third, that's another 10 subs. So that'll be 20 subs that Dutchie will cough up, gifted subs. So stay on the chat, you might win yourself a gifted sub for that. X-Laps has said if Noodles wins, he can have his ex-girlfriend. Now, that's an unusual offering, but thanks for that, X-Laps. And so we'll see what happens from here. But, look, a lot to play for. And
is she cute?
Well, you'd have to ask X-Laps, mate, because I've never seen her. So we'll go from there. But
well, if she ain't cuter than my wife, we ain't got to do it.
So Q1, 15 runners. So these guys are obviously just going to set a banker lap and get themselves. I'd imagine that they're all going to retire. I saw Chrissy actually in the actual room, but didn't actually take a car. So not too sure if he's racing or what he's intending on doing, but go from there.
Oh no, I just got a notification on my screen that there's an online service error with the room.
Okay.
But it didn't kick me. I'm still in here, and now I just watched the car drive out. So that's weird. We might have some sort of a glitch going on here with the lobby. But I did see one car leave the pit lane. I think it's Godzilla. And the Aston Martin heading out through the pit lane exit. Let's see if I can pick him up here. Can you pick him up? I can't pick him up.
That's Espinala, mate. It's Espinala on the outlap.
Ah, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, now it's working.
That's it. So Espinala is our first one out on track. So yeah, I'd imagine with 15 drivers, Q1, no need to risk it. Do a soft lap, bank it, retire. Let's move on to Q2.
Espinala taking the Hamilton line. She's already practicing it.
Exactly. X-Lap in the chat saying that she's hot, trust him. So there we go. That's from the man.
Picks her, it's not real.
Oh boy. This is probably, look, this is one of the two major tracks, I mean, that's had major changes. Obviously Australia, which we discussed I know you're not a major fan of it. What about Abu Dhabi with those two changes, the two major changes they made to this track? Do you think it's going to encourage?
I am a huge fan of the changes they made to this racetrack. Completely opposite to how I felt about Australia. I felt like Australia should have been left alone, but with what they did to this racetrack, I absolutely loved it. I've always been an advocate that chicane before the hairpin should have been never put in on the Formula One Grand Prix circuit. There was no reason for it to be there.
Absolutely not.
It didn't offer a very good passing opportunity, whereas the hairpin does, because the hairpin is not a full hairpin. It sits at about, what would you say? It's almost 330 degrees, probably, something like that.
Something like that.
But it's just enough that you can carry the speed in there and run quite a few different lines through it to create different opportunities. You have a different line you can run to create the opportunity to pass on entry. You have a different line you can run to create the opportunity on exit. You have a different line you can run to create the opportunity into the next chicane, which we see Spagnola driving into right now. I also really like how they've taken away that chicane after where Spagnola is actually approaching now. Instead of the chicane that you see on your screen that Spagnola is about to go through, this left-right has been removed, and it's just a very long, sweeping, banked left, which I feel like opens a lot of opportunities, again, for different lines in and out, for depending on where you want to make that pass. I absolutely love the changes that they made to this racetrack. I don't love how much Kareem Chandok was taking pride in it, though. He can go sit in a corner somewhere and calm down.
As you can see, Bignala coming around Latifi turn, as we like to call it. And then here onto Rubrik's Curb of Death. This is that curb there, and I know this is a bit of history buffs, but that's that curb is where Rubrik lost his first ever championship to Ocean Man on the first lap by leading. But Bignala with a 35.8, definitely a side up. I reckon he'll just come into the pits and box it through. So I just suppose that we're just waiting for all these guys to put a softie in, bank it, and then retire so we can move on to Q2. Hopefully no Sooks tonight, Dutchy. X-Laps 0479, and Noodles to get the rest of the mobile number.
I think Spagnola's actually fueled his car.
No, he's not. No, exactly.
Now the fuel lights come on.
Yep, exactly. So, mini-map.
Got Josie on a hot one.
Let's get on this, man. Jeez, I'll tell you what, he's been in some really fine form in terms of speed. His one lap cannot be questioned, but you know the ability. I mean, we saw him in Australia that pretty much start to finish win, takes out the 50-meter Kern, which is quite nice. Oh, hang on, we got a spinner there.
Well,
who was that? That was
tower in the wall, dead behind him.
Benny Black is out. He was. I saw that. You did see that, didn't you?
I think it's Hugh Duff's in the sister car.
And he's out.
Or Hugh Daff's. Yeah, he's out.
Daff's out.
It's a weird spot to lose it.
Exactly. So Daff has lost it.
On board.
Daff's lost that, and he didn't even need. Well, guess I'm telling you now, guys. We've made it. We've officially made it. OnlyFans is now a follower. There we go. OnlyFans, thanks, mate. Welcome to the chat. Not too sure how you got that through Twitch, but congratulations. Very nicely done. So who are we riding on board? I've been a bit distracted, actually, to be honest with you. So let's go.
Old men and their OnlyFans.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Rapid Deb.
Pinju's about to finish one. He purpled sector 1 and 2.
And he's Pinju's gone P2. 35.8.
Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, what? Yeah, it's okay.
Thanks, X-Laps. So we've got Rubrik coming through. Looks like everyone's claiming their mechs. Oh, gee.
Really wide there.
Rubrik very wide there.
Ooh, fishtailing.
The boys are...
Looks like Fernando Alonso in the wet session from this weekend.
Exactly. And the boys have got some points, some channel points that they want to actually redeem. So they're actually hitting the sounds pretty hard at the moment.
Yes, thank you, guys and girls.
I think I have channel points as
There
well.
we go. Yeah, exactly. Dutchy with his Ricardo effing dominated. That's it. No, Dave, I don't do Aussie Bogan. That is reserved for our very good man, the man himself, Kahoot. But if you do an Aussie redeem, you can have the Texan. There you go. You can have the... who's the guy? The NASCAR guy?
To whom it may concern.
Darryl Walsh.
Daryl Walsh. You can have a hot lap with Daryl if you claim it through the Aussie, because the Aussie boy ain't here. So there you go, Dave. Choose your driver of choice. Deb's gone through. Godzilla on the mediums. Obviously doesn't want to waste those reds for no reason. Knows he's getting through.
Yeah, plenty of these guys just out here getting an idea for the grip level. Like Connor's just come out. He's come out quite a bit later than everybody else, but everybody's just out getting a feeler for how much grip is in the track right now. So that way they have an idea of what they can post in Q2. Nobody really pushing the boundaries.
No.
I'm thinking Pole's going to be closer to what, a 33, 34 here?
33, 34,
Yeah.
somewhere in that sort of realm. They're definitely just putting siders. Josie with a 35.35. Not too sure how hard he was pushing on that, but he goes P1, riding on board with Godzilla. So we've got Yano for a hot lap. So Dave, if that's okay with you, because this is obviously just getting through, I will get it through for you in Q2. So that's Yano's hot lap. Left for dead. Currently 23. Hendo, welcome to you, mate. Congratulations on the podium this morning in TIR. The McLarens doing very nicely. Good to have you back on the track, mate, and in the stream as well. So COD coming through here, Sector 3, this twisty. Looking forward to getting rid of this in Q2. Sorry, in F122. The real Benno, the Division 4 champ. Pinju's put his Q in the rack. Godzilla coming around Latifi corner. Into the second of last. Oh, geez, got a bit twitchy and he's boxed it. So he's done. RIT Rapid Con in the Haas. Doing very nicely. Rubric has retired himself. And Benno, from all of us here, mate, at Rapid Racing League, congratulations, mate, on winning the Division 4 title tonight. A great result. Whether you took your closest opponent out, well, that leaves to be reckoned with. No, we're just kidding, mate. Congratulations, Benno. Deserve to be the champion, and good luck in Division 3 next season, mate. So Relic is retired. And here is our championship leader, Betsy. What has he got sporting there? Second last turn, just hitting the clip of the curb onto the second last corner. Betsy flies through P1 35.257. So RIT Con rubbing his race, and that's right, exactly.
Darryl approves.
Yeah, Daryl approves.
That's a Darryl approved message right there.
That's it, exactly. RIT Con in P9.
Been following Connor all lap long. He's really been struggling with the back end out of the slower corners. At every chicane, he has been oversteering and really having to catch the back end of that car. He's invalidated the lap. He's going to have to go again. He wants to get a lap on the board.
Yep.
So that way he can move on to Q2 with no issues whatsoever.
Okay, well, I'm going to set up a poll. So why don't you take Connor around on this? Oh, he's gone. He's invalidated again. Let's see what we got here.
He's on an in lap.
Okay, right. Oh, Hartwigger.
He's lost it.
He's lost it. He's actually got himself back onto the track there somehow. That was interesting. So he's invalidated it.
Really good really good car control by
That-
the driver. If you lose it there,
Yeah.
it's very usual that you're going to travel to the right toward that wall that's on the inside of that corner. So great car control by him to make it go the opposite direction
Absolutely.
of that big runoff area. Kahoot, I think, is actually on a push lap coming through Sector 2 right now.
Okay, I'm going to get on Kahoot.
He is.
You go
He's
through.
just purpled Sector 2. He turns into the left-hander, gets all the curbing possible there. He's running a very tall car to use that curbing, I feel like. Gets a very good exit. Car looks very good in the traction zone. Comes down to this very finicky right-hander. Goes absolutely perfect. Just clips the apex. Running out a little wide here, go over the curves to set up this next left-hander. It's got a really, really weird exit that really tricks you into getting on the throttle earlier, but he masters it. This is going to be a really good lap time from the McLaren driver who is fighting for that championship today. He crosses the line, and he goes to P7 with a 135.9, so 7/10 behind Betsy.
Yeah.
Even though he purpled Sector 2 and 3, according to my telemetry, as Noodles goes to the top of the board with a
Wow.
35.2.
So there we go. Now, the other question...
Shots fired.
Absolutely. Now, the one question you've got, Betsy's got Relic, so he's got his Sergio. Kahoot's got Lando, because you know that DR's no one's bitch. But the problem that Noodles has got, he's got no re-gunner tonight. So that's going to, in the race, that's going to count against him. But, I mean... Relic and JC Wales can really be a factor in tonight's race, and they could actually, get the result going there to their teammates' way if required.
Yeah, with Noodles not having his Daniel Ricciardo that he really needs to be a rear gunner for him, it's going to be a lot tougher for him this time around. But he's still in it with a shot, even though he doesn't have that rear gunner. He's showing great pace here in the early. Did set that lap time quite a bit later than Betsy, I must say. He set that about 3 or 4 minutes later than Betsy did, and Betsy's only 4.5, right at 0.04 of a second slower. So it's not bad from him at all. Josie's making his way around. Who's on a hot one right now? I believe Hartwig is. Oh, and he's lost it again.
Has he?
The rear tires are cooked. Yes.
Oh boy.
He's lost it right at the beginning of Sector 3.
Now all he's got to do is actually he doesn't have time to box. He's actually got 2 minutes, and he's got a time. At least he'll go through, which is good enough.
Connor's going to come through to set a time.
Someone's
He's
doing
on his
doughies
outlap right now.
Hartwig is just doing doughies for fun through Latifi corner. JC Wales 34,999. So we're into the 34s. Can we see a 33?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
But the Alfa Romeos were in the constructors' fight not long ago. Were they not?
They were a little while back, but Left 4 Dead has left the session. Someone needs to invite him back in. I actually don't have him as a friend.
Me neither.
Not sure, Dave. Not too sure about Green Goats at the moment.
Well, everybody else is in the
Hartwig
pit
is just
lane
doing
or
slide outs
just
now.
jacking around.
Yeah.
But Connor's about to come through and start his, what'll be his first timed lap if he can get it on the board. He's going through turn 1 now. We'll ride on board with him.
Jesus, Struth, he
Very
cannot.
twitchy.
Absolutely, and he cannot. Oh, he's lost it.
He's in the
He's
wall.
lost it. Wow.
Really struggling.
Unbelievable. And the worst thing about it, he hasn't invalidated it. All he's got to do now, he's got to cruise this back to the track, back to the across the line to get a time. He's got to do it. Just take a look at that.
What's really crazy, we saw how hard he just hit that wall.
Absolutely.
There's no damage to the front wing of that car.
Let's take a look at it on the Rapid Racing League replay. He's coming around the corner. He just loses traction and then bang into the wall. How he did not have permanent damage is beyond me. Like, that is actually beyond me how he didn't actually have damage.
Yeah, and I said earlier on, following his earlier run, he was really struggling for rear grip out of the traction zones. Now he's just struggled for rear end stability, not from suspension, but from downforce. So what kind of a setup is Connor running that he was struggling early on with the back end under traction, and now he can't keep the back end underneath the car going through a high-speed corner.
No, exactly. Totally agree. To Swayze, thank you so much, mate. Half a year being rapid. Thank you so much, mate, for your support and your ongoing support, Swayze, mate. Good to have you in the chat tonight. Why aren't you in the car, though, mate? Is the question. Why the Tifosi are asking, where is their Patrick Swayze? But wherever you are, mate, thanks so much for the support, mate. We really do appreciate it. So the prediction in the chat, who is going to win the title tonight?
I don't know, if you're going off of Q1, it really looks like it's between the Mercedes and the Red Bull, because you can look, Cahoot's all the way down there in ninth, a full second off of his teammate.
So let's wrap it up from here. Josie Wales, shots fired, Q1, P1. Noodles in P2, Betsy P3. Espinala, Left 4 Dead, Rapid Relic, Rubric, Black, Cahoot in P9. Deb, Codzilla, Hartwigger, Rapid Con, Pinju, who's obviously crashed, so he's out. Green Goats, for some reason, has jumped in. Don't know why he's there. Hugh Daff is in P16. Why did Green Goats join? Beyond me. But
I don't even know who that is.
oh, fuck. And, yeah, exactly. You may want to leave, mate. So, I'm being serious, Goatsy. Please. Goatsy, no. How's that sound?
How's it sound getting parked for next season, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Goatsy, I'm telling you now, mate, you start that race. Just don't. So, Q2, 13 drivers. Hopefully Left 4 Dead's got himself back in.
Yep, only got 13 because in F121 they did bring in that if you crash the car in one of the sessions, even though you set a time that could move you on to the next one,
yep.
Well, the mechanics have to repair that car, so it can't go back out in real life, so why would it do it in the game? So
yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
We've lost two that should have been in
Betsy's
this
a wheel.
session, but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. They could have all cruised through, but it is what it is. So right now, with the predictions, we are now 22 minutes away, and 68% of the vote is towards Cahoot. 32% are going towards Betsy and Noodles, currently on 0. No one thinks Noodles, not even Noodles thinks he's going to win. There you go. So, Deb, first one out. And who's out there in front of him? Josie Wales. No, I think it's Cahoot. Cahoot's sliding too. Geez, they're finding 0 grip here, and they are losing it. Very.
It's also on the medium tires, so not indifferent to see him having less grip than normal, but a lot of guys are bolting on the medium tire to come out and do their first run with.
Yep, true.
Oh, and what is Cahoot doing? Did you see that? He just ran out and hit the braking board. He's taking out braking boards.
What is he doing that for?
Oh, he's taking everything out. He doesn't want any of those there. He doesn't want any of those in his sight line. He doesn't like them. Beware of the pylons.
Look at this. You just, hang on. No, I'm going to go through here. Then I'm going to go through here. I'm going to take out the pylons as I go. I'm going to take that pylon.
He's like, if there was a ramp here, I'd take out all you bastards in that hotel.
There's a 50-metre marker. You've missed the 50-metre marker, Cahoot. So, who did I have a hot lap with? Left 4 Dead. So, Left 4 Dead's on a hot, and that is for Yano, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, Yano. So, we'll get that through. Green Gates is in the chat to vote for one for Green Gates to start the race. Even though he finished P2 in Division 4.
I mean...
Yeah, but It's just not going to happen,
staying
Gatesy.
out of that one.
Yeah,
one.
no. Okay, so Kahoot is going on our first flying lap. He's obviously got rid of the ballards, the 50-metre postage signs. Let's see what he can do. Maybe he can hit a hot dog stand on this lap. Who knows? So at the end of sector 1, or the first DRS, brake hard into second. Just want to keep... Oh, left for dead. Where is he? He is coming through. Yano hasn't been able to get... He'll come back out. Just keep an eye on when left for dead comes through, and I'll get Yano on his second lap out. So, Kahoot. Guess what, mate? We've got a Dale claim. So, Benno has claimed an Aussie Bogan hot lap, which will be the Texan. And, real Benno, we just need you to actually give us the name of the driver you want us to follow, and we'll get it in for you.
And who's he wanting us to follow along? And we'll definitely.
Well, I've got left for dead. We're about to find out who you're going to follow. 30 viewers. Rapid Rubric, the boss. So where's Rubric? He's in the pits at the moment. So keep an eye on him. Hasn't come out. So you're going to get the NASCAR legend Dale. Will be taking you on a hot lap. Josie Wales coming through here on the mediums. Let's see. So he's in the 35.6 from Kahoot. That is definitely not fast enough to get himself into Q3. Takes
That's
out
faster
this.
than what he ran in the previous session on the faster tires. So
True.
Kahoot was definitely holding back in the first session.
Yep, that's it. And Josie with a 35.4. These guys are just doing cider laps. No doubt about it. Left for dead 35.6. He's going to box through from here. Rubric's in the pits and he's coming out. So we're going to watch him through.
I don't think those are actual cider laps. I have to be honest. They're on low fuel now that they've crossed the line, and the tire delta here is about 1 second between the two tires. So I think that's their actual pace on that tire.
Yeah. You could be right. So Rubric here, the owner, as we like to dub him. And welcome to Diamond 23111. Thanks so much for joining Rapid Racing Division 1, the title decider, live here from Yas Marina. We're riding on board with Rapid Rubric on his out lap. And our very good friend, the NASCAR legend Dar, will be taking you for a hot lap. I'll be handing it over to him very, very shortly. So welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you weren't there before, it was Swayze with his 6-month sub, mate. Thank you very much for the support. And we officially have OnlyFans now following us. So we don't need
Connor's just lost it again.
Oh, has he? Again?
Yeah, he's got it going again, but I think he lost it at the exact same corner.
Rubric's coming now. Rubric's coming down for Dale. So I'm going to hand this over to... He's coming through Sector 3. I'm going to leave this on board. Let's hand it over to the NASCAR legend himself, Dale. Over to you, mate, for your hot lap. Thanks very much, Benno, for claiming that through, mate. All yours.
So we got Rapid Rubric. He's coming down to the final corner. He's going to get us started. He's going to pull those belts tight and put that pedal all the way to the floor as he takes us across the start-finish line, down the pit straightaway, as he gets as close as he possibly can to the braking boards. Very good entry into one with a beautiful exit on the throttle early. He's got a little bit of a wide line through 2, but 3 looks perfect. He clips the apex on the exit, looks very good on his way down here to the chicane of 4 and 5. On the brakes, mighty steady. He goes wide. Come on. You can't be doing this. You're a professional in this sport. What are you doing? But he's going to keep going. He did purple sector 1, so we got to pay attention here. He's making his run down the back straightaway. DRS wide open, as you can see. The green lights are flashing. He gets on the brakes right at the 100-meter board. He turns left. And now he's going to turn right as he goes up the hill. He's going to get on the throttle real early. His back end begins to step out, but he catches it pretty quick. Really, really good driving here from the owner himself as he runs down the second long back straightaway, down toward the braking zone. Hits the brakes about the 70-meter mark. He's going to get very good at that first apex, second apex. Clips all 3 of them perfectly. Oh, I thought he was going to lose it right there. I cannot believe he just saved that car. And here he comes. He's making his way down below the DHL sign, coming into that very, very tricky downhill right-hander. This one here will catch you out if you're not paying attention to it. Boy, I tell you what, He's going to go wide again at the exact same corner as he did on his outlap underneath the hotel. He almost touches the wall there on exit, but he's going to bring it down to the penultimate corner. He's going to run a little wide of that apex by about 3 feet. This is not going to be a good lap on this medium tire. He's going to have to box and go again. But here he comes. He's coming down to the start-finish line, and he's going to set a 136.4. I think he could have done better than that, though. But
there you go.
I'm going to go ahead and go get a drink. My throat hurts.
Thanks so much there, Dale. And NASCAR, mate, congratulations, mate. You normally get confused when you go past 4 turns, but that's well done. Congratulations. Thanks to have Dale in the chat, and thanks very much for the redeem. Well done. Absolutely well done, mate. Absolutely well done. So, on our outlaps, we've got Betsy, the current title championship, and he's just warming them up. Can he get himself into Q3 on those mediums? Absolutely nice work from Dale, the NASCAR legend. Kahuta's retired. He's retired he's going with the mediums. He's made the call, regardless of what happens. Let's take a look at Betsy. Sector 1. Managing just to keep that car on the track as we come into this tight chicane of no requirement. Out in second into the...
I like that name.
Chicane of no requirement, that's it. Down here.
Oh, he's going to get a tow here.
He's going to get a massive tow there. Get the
sister car
the sister car. Get out of the road, AlphaTauri. Benny Black, do you reckon that they were gone to Frankie Tost and said, mate, give him a tow into the end of the first DRS? Traction, and the car just wants to drift so much out there, understeer out there. Gets the DRS open into this shorter of the 2 straights. Hugging that barrier as much as you can dare. Go out wide, down to 3rd. Second S, down here left. 4th, dropping down to 2nd. Trying to get the traction out. Up quickly through the gears. And this tricky DHL corner. The guys with no ABS find it really difficult downhill. Round here, under the hotel, into Latifi corner. Accelerating away to where there was a 50-metre marker until Josie Wales saw it. Through the Rubik curb. Into the last corner. Pace looks strong. 35.9 P7 so far. Rapid Con's gone out on the red laps.
35.9, well down though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he got a great tow from the sister car there, which I must say, it's awesome to see the sister team helping out the big brother.
Very true. Very, very true.
I got Daryl here. He's got a question real quick. Daryl wanted to know why the hell there's more than 4 corners. He asked, is this a real sport or is this go-karting?
Exactly. I thought that would Daryl was going to have a confusion after. What do you mean there's more than 4 turns?
Daryl, fuck off. No, you had your minute. Go away.
That's it.
Go away.
That's it, exactly. So Con coming through here, Sector 1. Let's see if he can hold it through Sector 1 a little bit better than he did in Q1. Oh, twitchy. Car just a little bit twitchier than your girlfriend when you want to ride bareback on a Saturday night when you call out the girl's wrong name. Anyway, down into the hairpin, he's there. He's invalidated that lap. Hartwigger coming down the back straight.
Just decided that he might just decide to start outside the top 10.
I think you're right. And I've been booted. Thank you so much, Cody's. Are you still in?
I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh, bloody hell. There we go. Well, since he's been booted while he's getting back in, I'll let you all know what's going on. Hartwigger's out on track right now on 2-lap old mediums. He set a time of 136.8, currently holds himself in 9th place. Not going to be good enough to get into the next session, I don't think, if some other drivers behind him, especially Espinola, jump on a tire and come out. You got Left for Dead up here in 5th, Rapid Rubric 6th, Betsy 7th. All these drivers setting their times on medium compound tires. Noodles, Relics, and Whales make up the top 3, the only ones to go sub 35.5. Everybody else is above that. All the way down to top 10, you got Codzilla with a 137.7 and Rapid Deb with a 37.8. Connor yet to set a time, and Spinola in the Aston Martin is out on track right now, but he has yet to set a time as well, and he has invalidated, so he's going to make his way into the pit lane. He is not going to have enough time to get back out and set a lap. So both of the Div 1 Euro boys that have come over to race here are both going to be out in Q2. As Connor's lost it again in the exact same spot
He's
as
retired.
Hartwig. He's off. He's kept the car rolling, though, but he is not going to be able to set a competitive lap to see himself into Q3.
No. So who have I got here? So Left 4 Dead's coming out, and Yano owes this boy a hot lap, and I don't think he's going to have enough time to get out, actually.
He's got just enough time. He's on the right tire to try, but
Can you just give us the
he's only
Q2
got
time
about
that you've
6
got?
seconds.
What's the Q?
1 minute, 25 seconds.
Right, okay, so I've come back, and the timing glitch is for me, boys. It is 1:26. So add another 10 seconds on there, by the looks of it, because I'm currently showing a 1:04.
He came out of the pit lane with 1:35 was when he came out from under the tunnel. So he's
Okay.
got just enough time. He's got 2, maybe 3 seconds to spare.
Yep.
But he needs to push the whole way there.
It's obviously the timing glitch, which happens all the time. I've come in short, which is okay. I said this is qualifying. So,
Actually, see, as we ride on board with Left 4 Dead right now, he stayed in 6th gear all the way down that straightaway. He's trying to burn extra fuel out of this car and make it as light as possible for this hot lap.
he's been really good since he's joined. I think this is his 3rd or 4th race. Making a really good account of him. Johnny Rico, thanks very much, mate. Good luck to you. Good day to you as well, mate.
He's only got 20 seconds. I think his fuel burning may have hurt him. I don't know if he's going to make it to the line.
Okay, well, you're going to have to tell me
It's
if
going
he
to be
makes
very
it.
close.
Yano,
I've got yellows in Sector 3. I cannot see the time.
Yano, here he goes. This is Yano, riding on board with Left 4 Dead. Let's see, does he get across the line?
He did not make it.
He did not make it. He didn't make it. He did not make it. But hang on, not sure. He's in P5 anyway. It doesn't matter. He's going to be into Q3. Through here to Sector 1. Left 4 Dead doing well. Coming up here to the braking of the S's of no point. No requirement. Get rid of them, Codys. Thank you very much. Up to the hairpin. Not sure why I'm looking at the blank screen. I'm meant to be driving on Left 4 Dead. You think about that, but anyway, look at this. I ride on board for the rest. Coming into the first DRS zone. DRS wider than a Victoria's Secret model's legs on Kimi's yacht here last night. I'm not too sure, but had a great party there with me and Kimi last night. The girls were amazing. The food was good and the wine was even better. Left 4 Dead coming to the short second DRS zone. X-Red. Brake hard. Down to 3rd. Clip the apex. Clip the next apex. Another apex. Very confusing. Yano getting very dizzy riding on board here at the moment. Like a Ferris wheel. Coming under the DRS sign. Brake hard. Tricky section. Through here to the Latoya. This is what we like to call the Latifi turn of death. Or Verstappen wins the world title, whichever way you look at it. Coming up here, clipping up the apex up to Rubik's Curb where he lost the championship to Ocean Man. Last corner. Accelerating away. He's doing well. And Left 4 Dead goes P1. 35.364. Shots fired. And you know why he's P1? Because Yano took the lap. Yano takes the credit. This is the gospel according to Yano. Thanks very much for that, Dave. Glad it was worth the wait. And let's wrap it up from there. Left 4 Dead. P1 so far. Josie Wiles, Relic in P3. Noodles, Cahoots. So the 3 championship protagonists all get through to Q3. Rubric, the owner, in 6. Betsy P7. Benny Black in P8. Codzilla into Q3 for the first time in Jesus Christ. Yep, that's when he was born. I reckon that was the last time Codzilla made Q3. Hartwigger in 10th. Deb 11th. Rapid Con and Espinala in 13th. But a great performance from Codzilla. Well done to you. But Left 4 Dead has shown what he's made of. Let's get on to Q3.
Godzilla definitely going to be on the wrong tire compared to everybody else. I think everybody else in the race is going to be on mediums. Even the guys that are starting outside the top 10 are going to opt for the mediums. That's going to leave Cod being the only person going soft medium if he's one-stopping.
I don't know about you, there's 5 minutes left to get your channel points in, but right now, 87% of the points is on Kahoot to win the title. Only 13% is on Betsy, who currently leads. And 1%, you know who put the money on? Noodles' mum. Noodles' mum has put 140 channel points on Noodles to win the championship. The only person to back Noodles to win the title is Noodles' mum. Nice to see you, Noodles' mum.
We got all of them exiting the pit lane.
Yep,
quite
Q3.
early here. Everybody's wanting to get multiple runs in.
Absolutely. They're all out on outlaps. The only one is the Josie Wales has stayed out and Kahoot. So they've got a lot of tyres to burn because they wouldn't have done much in Q1. Hendo says, I'm not Noodles' mum. He was the one that put 100 channel points on Noodles. So not even Noodles has backed himself. While these guys are on the out, let's just take a look at the scenarios we were talking about before. Taking the tail of the tape, Betsy 285, Kahoot 276, and Noodles on 271. That's what they're playing for at the moment. And look, from here, it's going to be an interesting battle. Who's your tip for P1, Mike?
It's got to be Josie, right? Yeah. Josie's been on form in qualifying.
Absolutely.
For how long now? I don't think anybody's going to topple him. We saw Left 4 Dead go faster on the medium compound tire, but I really feel like nobody's going to take it away from Josie. He'll have the McLaren on pole. I guarantee you, if he is on pole, he is going to do everything he possibly can to mess with the Red Bull.
Not going to lie there. I agree with you entirely. Punjab or Kebab in there, Josie, as well for him. In the chat, who do you think is going to be our pole sitter tonight for the finale here in Abu Dhabi? I can't disagree with you. He has been on some rare form, Josie Wales. Let's take a look aboard. We're on rubric. In fact, I believe in front of him is Godzilla. So let's ride board on Godzilla. Great effort getting into Q3. And he'll be the first one to put in a hard time. And
Godzilla's going to need a perfect lap here. He's got Kahoot right behind him, so any mistake would put Kahoot under pressure during this hot lap.
Yep, exactly. So let's see where he is at the moment, but he's definitely got a bit of space. But Godzilla's going to be the first one to give us a time of
Godzilla's setting purple sectors, but every time that McLaren crosses behind him at the sector line, he's now stealing the purple sectors.
Yeah, so obviously he might have the first or the fastest time to start off with, Mike, but it's not gonna last long.
Nope, it's going to be about 4 seconds of glory to have his name at the top of the leaderboard, but it's not going to last because he's got the McLaren and the Alpine bearing down on that lap time.
That's it. So Godzilla's going to be P1 for 4 seconds of glory, or as Jack's missus says, sexy time. And that's right, Godzilla's gone to P2 already. Rubric goes in, 35-1. Noodles into P2. They're coming through, flying through at the moment. Left 4 Dead coming through on the last sector.
We got our first sub 35.
Relics in. Left 4 Dead gets it into P4. 34.4. He's 1/10 quicker on the reds than he went on the mediums. Interesting.
Kahoot slower on this tire than he was in the last session on the mediums. Kahoot has that old gremlin catching up with him. He just doesn't seem to get it together in qualifying over that 1 lap pace.
Yep, exactly. Can you just bear with me for 1 minute? Green goats don't race. Simple. Don't.
Is he still in here?
He's still in there. Just don't. Retire. Reserve for Div 3. If you get a race there, great. Don't stuff it up, mate. Okay, we've got a championship to decide. Box it, bin it, retire it. I don't give a shit. Do not race. Do not ruin it for everyone else. Ben Black, 35.8. Hardwiger in P9. Godzilla will round it out for the first flying lap. So Relic has got it on pole to start off with. But it's his teammate in P5 and Josie Wells P3. So Kahoot P7. All to play for here.
Now the top championship contender for tonight, Noodles, is sitting faster on the first runs than the other two.
Yep.
He's sitting at a 35.16. Rapid Betsy just behind him by 0.02 of a second at a 35.18. And then you got Kahoot down there about 0.5 slower than the two of them. Kahoot needs to find something here. This is not the type of track where Kahoot wants to be starting down the order from these two. He needs to be right there with them or in front of them.
No, true. Okay, I'm just going to be back in a minute. Sorry, mate.
Go get him.
It's Friday then.
Hold on.
It's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then. Saturday, Sunday, what? Yeah, it's okay.
So we'll look here and see who we've got. We got Left 4 Dead out on track is who we're currently tracking. He's on the soft compound tire. He's making his way up. DRS has just opened wider than a Victoria's Secret girl's legs, as Yarno would say. And he's running down to the first really heavy braking zone on this racetrack, to this almost hairpin style chicane with the way that first corner is set up. That left-hander, way more than 90 degrees. I'd say it's every bit of 130, 140 degrees that corner is at the apex. But he's making his run. DRS open again. He's just purpled sector 2. Left 4 Dead must have had an issue on that previous lap because he looks amazing as he goes through that chicane. Car perfectly placed. Nothing wrong there whatsoever. Come down here into the hotel section of the race course underneath the beautiful lights of that hotel. Underneath the bridgeway. Out of the Latifi death corner. Up to the penultimate turn, brake right at about 40 meters, just a tap of brake, not much, and then get the car pointed in for this right-hander onto the front straightaway. A beautiful exit. He goes P2, the only other driver to go sub 35. We now have two drivers sub 35, Rapid Relics and Left 4 Dead in the Williams. Everybody else is in the pit lane right now except for Rapid Black. Rapid Black is on an outlap at the current moment. Down at the hairpin, getting his car set up, getting it all ready. Might be changing some brake bias, tuning around to get tire temperature in different places where he wants it. Yeah, Dave, good lap by Left 4 Dead, but I think Left 4 Dead still has some more in the tank. I think he could match Relics if he wanted to, which I'm sure he does. So let's see if he finds anything on his next run. Black out a little early. Everybody's going to start coming out here pretty darn soon for their final run in Q3. Left 4 Dead still trying to make his way back to the pit lane so he can put new tires on and give it another go and try again. I believe Left 4 Dead could definitely be on the front row tonight, but he's got some drivers behind him that I feel like didn't have a good first run. Rapid Black, like I was saying, out a little early right now for his final run here. I wonder if he has the car fueled for 2 laps or not. Have to wait and see, but he is coming up to start his lap. Currently 8th place with a 135.8 as he comes through the penultimate corner to start his final, what I believe will be his final flying lap of this session. None of the other competitors have left the pit lane yet. Scratch that. There is a McLaren I can see on my track map is now leaving the pit lane. He's going to emerge right there around Rapid Black as well. So hopefully Black doesn't get interfered with. No. McLaren well out of the way.
Exactly, which is great to see. So let's ride on board with Benny Black. He's going to be the first one of our 2 guys are racing through. Hard into the hairpin, onto DRS zone 1. hit the button.
A lot of understeer through the
Yeah,
hairpin there.
absolutely. Tricky chicane. Wants to understeer out there. DRS again into sector 2. Ben Black just drifts it out wide. Will break down into third.
Purple sector 2, according to my telemetry.
And purple sector for me, but we know what this game is like. It may not be technically the purple sector, could be his. We'll see at the end of sector 3, but a very, very quick time here from Blackie on board. Braking hard at the DHL corner. Underneath the hotel. Left into Latifi's corner of death. Second last corner, brake at the 50-metre mark. Clip that Rubrick's corner into the last corner. Accelerate away, 35.5, P7. But we'll see what happens here with Kahoot, Hartwigger and Codzilla behind him. You wouldn't expect Kahoot is going to be staying through. Who is going to be the first? I think Josie Wales is going to be the first driver in anger. Let's see what he's got. J-Rad, sorry buddy. Too late. No more hot laps tonight. What we will do is we'll give you a ride along. Okay? It's the best that we can do. Can you keep an eye on Noodles where he is? I think he's coming through. So we'll give you a ride along. It's the best that we can do. He's on the warm-up lap. Just keep an eye on Josie. Where's he? He's not fast. So let's ride on board with Noodles. Thanks very much for J-Rad. Noodles through here. Turn 1. Brake hard. Clip the apex. Short shift up to 5th. 6th. Full beans. Down here. Accelerating away. Interesting. Didn't get into 8th. Drops to 3rd. Now 2nd. Clips that apex, which shoots him out to left. Getting that understeer as you spoke about, Mike, on that hairpin. And into the DRS zone 1. Keep an eye on Josie. How's he going for time, Mike? Is he going to improve on 35.1? Relic with
Josie
a 34.
Doesn't look like he's going to improve much. He's only up by 0.03 of a second, but his teammate's up by a whole 1/10 and a half just through sector 1.
Well,
he's coming through sector 2 now. He's up 0.4 of a second.
So Josie Wells in. Josie's 34.5 P1. Josie's gone P1.
Way off.
Well, it's all off now. Noodles will come through. What's Relic got coming through here? He's 34. He's P1 Relic. Relic has gone P1. Right at the death nail. He's taken it off Josie.
Kahoot's coming through the final corner. What can he do on the rundown?
Let's go through.
Finish line.
35.3. Only good enough P5. Noodles. He's coming through here. Where is Betsy? Where's Betsy on the track? He's coming around and he's boxed inside. He's not going to improve here. Left for dead. He's in the middle of these two, coming around the last corner. This is going to be 34.
Where'd he end up? I didn't see it. My screen pulled away too quick.
I'm not too sure where he's finished. Relic's got it.
Fifth.
He's 5th. Let's get Relic into the chat. Our pole sitter. Nice work by you, Relic. So, Relic is our pole sitter.
3 fighting for the championship.
Unbelievable.
Josie
Josie Wells.
6th and 7th.
There we go. Rapid Rubric P3. Left for Dead ends in P4. Betsy P5, Noodles P6 and Kahoot. There they are, Betsy, Noodles and Kahoot. 5, 6 and 7. Benny Black, Hartwigger P9, Codzilla P10 in the Q3s. We're just waiting on Relic to join us. But that wraps up an absolutely amazing final one of the season.
Relics may not join the party. He may be busy. This is a very, very tough race ahead of them.
You never know, mate. The Wounded Bear, Relic, congratulations on pole, mate. Job done. Congratulations. Well done. Tell us about the lap.
Cheers, man. Pretty good lap. I'm surprised I beat Josie, to be honest. But yeah. No, it was a good lap, but it's all about Betsy here. I wanted to win, so.
Exactly. So I'd imagine that your car is going to be driving around like a food van on a Saturday Arvo outside Empire nightclub. Would that be about right? Nice and slow. Yeah, exactly. Mate, congratulations. Pole, but obviously we've always said you dance on Saturday, get paid on Sunday. So I'll let you get back to work out the strategies, and all our best to Betsy to wrap up the championship tonight. All the best, mate.
Cheers,
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Done. Cheers. So there we go, Mike. Unbelievable. Relic on pole.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to tell Relics to slow down. It cost me some money.
Exactly. So, look, let's wrap it up. Let's go for the preview. This is the final battle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just take a look.
Comes Noodles around the outside to the hairpin. What can he do? He breaks way later. Can he set him up? He's there. He's got the NASCAR drive off the banking. He's got it.
Side. Jason's been able to pass through. Relic and Rubik, you don't pass there. That was unbelievable racing. They're going to dive it on Chrissy here on the outside.
It's got the momentum. This is break later.
Oh, no, please don't tell me this. That is going to Yano clip that. Amazing. Probably not a good reason to take on the boss and the team owner. But Daff goes, no. Bugger you, boss.
Down the front straightaway.
Oh, here we go.
Cahoot's making a double move here.
Nice work, Cahoot.
Gets it done.
Coming through here.
He's gonna make a dive.
Beautiful.
He's done it.
With that.
Side by side on exit, the Alfa Romeo is coming back as they make their way down to turn 4. The Alfa Romeo just a half a car length ahead. Kicks late on the brakes and makes contact.
And
He's lost it. Is he out? Is he? No.
No.
He's lost it.
He's got it from P6 to
He's got
DRS.
He's going to do it. Rubric.
Wow, on the outside. Can he hold her on the outside? Rubric doing everything. He's got the pass done. Betsy's taken P1. Amazing. Very much. That I've got bored of that dance already, Cahoot. Get rid of it. So Mikey, back with us. Let's run it through. Relic, P1. Josie Wales, P2. Rapid Rubric in P3. Left for Dead, P4. Betsy, our championship leader in P5. So Mikey, back with us. Let's run it through. Relic, P1. Josie Wales, P2. Everyone in the championship, the outcome has been 56% of the vote has gone to Cahoot. 36 has gone to Noodles, and Betsy has 8% of the vote. Someone has gambled their money. Not too sure if it's going to come off, Mikey. So, your thoughts, mate? You still thinking Betsy's going to win it from here?
I think Betsy has the best chance out of all of them. Betsy's teammate currently sitting P1. He's going to start with his rival's teammate behind him, giving him an edge over the rest of the field. You can see him on screen right now, slowing down very heavily. As they come into the hotel section, he can see everybody's pretty well spread out on the racetrack. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to sit on the line very long.
Nope.
But I've got to say, I think Rapid Betsy's in the best position as far as our championship contenders. Yes, they're all right next to each other, but I believe as far as teammates go, race strategy, I think the Red Bulls are championship contenders today. They've already taken the Constructors' Championship, and for damn good reason. They know how to organize themselves. So I think the Red Bulls have the biggest opportunity to take the double World Championship.
Let's see what they can do. I thought that Noodles or Kahoot had ghosted there for a second, but they haven't. Green Goats, Dav, and Iwato has joined right at the end. So we went on board. Green lights through there. 5 lights will go through. It's time to get rapid. Lights out whenever you're ready, Cody's, and away we go to turn 1. Relic's got the jump, but Josie Wells is up on the inside. He's done a Hamilton on Verstappen from last year, and that's the McLaren that leads into turn 2. He's got the jump, Josie, but take a look where Betsy is, Mike. He's jumped to P3. The championship leader has made a phenomenal start. Relic and
Betsy went to the outside before they got to turn 1. He made it count. Everybody else got held up behind the front 2, and he drove around all of them.
What an absolute humdinger of a start from Betsy, if that's all you could ask for. But you know what? Kahoot's coming in here on the inside of Rubric at the moment. Dropping through into P5 as we come down to turn 5 for the first time.
The Red Bulls are switching.
They have. Betsy's been let through. Is Rubric going to challenge? No. Give him room, just gives him a quick nudge. That's going to allow Kahoot to get the inside run on Rubric. He got squeezed there by Relic, as Relic was trying to let Betsy go through to Josie. Relics has been compromised.
Right now,
look at this.
Team game.
Sergio Relic Perez is what we're going to call him. Look at him. He is backing these guys up like a food truck outside Empire on a Saturday night. Relic. He is Perezing him.
Relic is
He's
the
Perezing him.
RRT defense minister.
That is
him. We need him. Vote him
exactly. Right now, Betsy's out in front. Oh. He is ruining
every backup he's caused. There's already 2.5 seconds between them.
That is how you drive as a number 2 driver. Clap. That is amazing to watch.
Absolutely beautiful.
Well
beautiful
done. And Rubric's got the jump on the inside. He can't get it done. There's going to be carnage here. Kahoot and Noodles trying to find a way, but Relic is doing the job. It's 3 and a bit seconds.
Yeah, and Relic slammed the door on Rubric down there.
Unbelievable.
At the chicane on that first lap.
Absolutely.
Rubric went for it. Rubric was there, but Relic just said, no, sir, I want my teammate to go out there by himself. Thank you.
Exactly, and if things stay this way, Dutchie, get your credit card out. You're going to be giving us some gift subs, mate. Relic, what a start. P3 is banking him up. Relic, Rubik's going to have to wait for DRS to make the break. Just a slight lock-up.
I drove like an idiot today.
There it is, Perez's sound. He drove like an idiot. Josie Wales has got outside DRS. Betsy has now got a 3 cushion second. Rubric just can't get it done. What's he doing? He's got it. He's got it. No.
Oh. Coming back. Rubric over the apex curbing. He can't be there.
He can't. It's, oh, is it? Oh. Now this is getting dangerous. Again. And Kahoot's got him on the outside, goes to P4. So Rubric got squeezed. He's dropped to P5. Relic is doing the job of Perez. He is doing what it needs. And take a look. He's got his own Relic Perez train behind him. 5 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah, he's doing an amazing job, but I have to say, I've been riding on board with the driver that's been behind him. It doesn't really look like Relics has been doing anything over the line or anything illegal. It looks like he's been right up against that line, maybe touching it, but so far it looks like he's doing his job and we got yellows in perfectly.
We got yellows in sector 3. I think you'll find that's Green Goats. Rapid Con is retired. Green Goats is continuing on, even though we told him to get out.
Yeah, now we got him down at the hairpin.
Shit, sorry.
All over the back of Relics. He's going to have DRS this time as they go down. How does Relics defend from this? He's got to be deploying right now. He is deploying for everything he's worth. He's going to use the battery to keep Kahoot behind him on these 2 DRS straights so he can slow him down even further through Sector 3. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to be too happy that they see one driver is purposely slowing down the rest of them, but this is Formula 1, and if you don't like it, get out.
That's it. Go and play go-karts. Kahoot on the outside gets it up to P3.
Relics makes the Perez dive.
But he didn't get it done, and Kahoot's up to P3, 6 seconds. Relic right now has done the job that he was asked of by Betsy. They planned this, and a great work from there, but Kahoot has now been released. Now,
and look at this, Josie Wales has slowed down.
Absolutely.
He's allowed Betsy to catch him. He's backing Betsy up into his teammate now. The ultimate team game is going on between 2 teams tonight.
Yep.
It's beautiful to watch.
Absolutely. Josie backing up Betsy. Kahoot now getting himself within. Relic is now outside. Rubric's obviously going to get the opportunity to try and get through. But let's keep an eye on that gap between Betsy and Kahoot, the 2 championship leaders. Now just remember, Mike, all Betsy needs to do is finish in front of Kahoot and he wins the title. He doesn't have to win it. He doesn't have to be dangerous. He just needs to finish in front. That's all he needs to do.
Relics with a big moment there. He almost lost it. Oh, and he's ran into the side of Rubric.
And Rubik, he's let him through. So Rubik's jumped to P4. Noodles has jumped to P5. Relic has got out of the road. Has he got damage? I think he has. Yep, he's dropped.
Like lag. He lagged on my screen and jumped backward pretty hard.
He has.
Look like he's got any front wing damage.
Well, he's dropping down faster than the English tail in the ashes. And he's dropped down to P10. There's something wrong with him. No doubt about it.
Well, he had a really terrible exit out of the hairpin, and he did not have DRS, whereas every driver around him did, so he was already at a huge disadvantage.
Absolutely.
But, oh, look, they're side by side for 4th, going into the corner. Noodles had Rubric pushing him over onto the curbing. Rubric not wanting to give that position up.
Yeah, exactly.
The championship contender.
No, exactly, but does the boss know that he's not in this championship fight? Does he let Noodles say, you know what, I'll let you go? But the Pinnies versus Mercedes.
The boss cares.
I don't think the boss gives a shit. The boss does what the boss wants.
I think the boss is one. Yeah.
Exactly. So Kahoot, 5.6. That gap to Betsy is not closing. It's not closing at all.
Josie tried holding Betsy up for about a lap, and it really wasn't working. So It looks like Josie's just gotten on with it now. He's trying to break away from Betsy, but right now all he's doing is helping to tow Betsy further away from his teammate.
Yep.
Let's see how aggressive Betsy gets, though, if he gets up to the gearbox of the McLaren. Is the Red Bull going to want to find a way through, or is it okay with just sitting behind the McLaren?
Yep, no, fair enough. So, going to be finding out here. He's within DRS. I don't think he's really pushing it that far. Sector 1, Sector 2, I think that might be Hugh Daff. But he's been able to recover. Hartwig has got through. I think Hugh Daff's got some issues with his wheel, I'd imagine. Very interesting to see him down that far. Benno in the chat, Josie needs to do a Perez. Well, Relic did exactly that.
Yeah, Josie just 5/10 in front of the Red Bull driver, but currently, I have to say, I was riding on board with the Red Bull. He was not using the button at all just then. He's pretty much equal on sock charge right now compared to the McLaren in front. So I think he's okay right now because he sees that he's gaining time on his rival behind him.
Meanwhile, on the Rapid Racing replay, Noodles actually got the job done on Rubric there. We didn't actually see it actually on there, but we'll take a look at the replay. Just coming through here onto the second sector, and you can just see at the end how Noodles just got the job done and gets himself up into P4. Job done. Back live. And Kahoot is 6 seconds. He's not closing the gap. In fact, if anything, Betsy is stretching it on Kahoot. And who knows what's going to happen. Dutchy now.
Yeah, we've still got pit stops to come, so anything can change, especially during the pit stop. Come out on the tires, you're not prepped for how that tire is going to feel. You can make a big mistake.
That's it, exactly. So Betsy, currently our championship leader in P2. He's doing enough to get him through. Kahoot 6 seconds down the road. Noodles has now been released. So the irony of it all, P1, P2, P3 in the championship, set P2, P3, P4 on track. So the guys, this battle, any safety car, Mike, and we go, oh, geez, I think he took a little bit too much curb there, Noodles. Lucky not to send it out to Siberia. Rubric in P5, left for dead, handing himself well in P6 on the mediums as well. So I think the tyres as well.
Espinal is making moves up through the pack. He's up to 9th now. He just made a move on Pinju into that second chicane off that first long DRS straightaway to pick up 9th position.
Great move.
He's now all over the back of Relics. He's ready to pounce, but he's got very low charge. A lot of these guys really using a lot of the battery early as Left for Dead gets one done on Relic underneath the hotel bridge.
So from here, Watto, I think we're going to have... So Pinju's the first to box. He's the first to blink in the pinning. So he's in. He'll be going to a fresh set of medium. So he's going for the 2-stopper. So these guys, Mike, what, lap 12 to lap 14, you would think?
If they're wanting to come in for the soft tire, I would say all the medium runners are going to want to stay out till about lap 18. And then come in and take those soft tires. I feel like Pinju stopped a little early, and I'm not sure why Pinju could have ran those softs a little bit longer to make his medium stint a little easier. He's now got to do 21 laps on that tire, which is not a huge ask, but if you're going to finish the race on that tire, it's a little bit better to take more life out of your first stint than your second stint.
Nah, fair enough. I totally agree. So Betsy, 10-second time penalty for Goats, exceeding track limits.
Yeah, Goats getting out of the way of the two that were coming up behind him. He was completely off at the hairpin, allowing them through. That's how he's picked up that penalty.
Right. He shouldn't even be on track, but anyway, that's another day. Let's ride on board.
Yep.
So, and the great to see the timing glitch has affected us again.
Yeah, but it is for sure, even though we can't see the actual timing screen due to the glitch, Kahoot's in trouble here. His teammate is currently just pulling Betsy further and further and further away from him. I'd have to say the gap is somewhere around 7 seconds. As now the timing comes back up, it's at 6.7 seconds.
Nice guess there, Mikey. Geez, I tell you what, that would be close to a warning there for Betsy. Just coming out through the end of Sector 1 out of Turn 2, I think. Went pretty wide. Josie Wales now with outside the DRS.
Gringo, mate, man, if you can hear me, just put it in the pit lane, bro.
Please do it.
This is getting hard to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
This is just getting hard to watch.
Yep. Not too sure what he's doing here.
But Betsy, he's right there.
No wing.
And now Betsy just 7/10 behind as they exit the second chicane, heading down toward the third. And I really think Betsy's playing this perfectly. He is doing exactly what I would be doing if I was in his position. The front driver, the fastest car on track, wants to pull me along. I'll let him. I don't care.
Exactly.
As long as he's pulling me away from his teammate behind it. Right now, I've got to say, Josie Wales, unless Kahoot and Wales have something drastic planned for later on in the race, Wales is being a terrible teammate right now.
Yeah, he's
he
definitely
is not helping his championship contending teammate at all.
Exactly. He's definitely acting like a Lando, all about himself. Bet you just happy just to sit there and just go, mate.
You want to fight. Keep letting those dumb words leave your mouth.
Let's be honest, mate. Daniel Ricciardo's no one's bitch. But anyway, Noodles. But yeah, you're right. Kahoot, look, he is just, mate, look, he's dropping back really fast. It's now close to 8 seconds.
He just lost a second on that entire lap.
Absolutely.
He just lost a second.
Noodles is 2 seconds. The gap left for dead. Watto's made a pass here on the outside of Relic, who's boxed. I didn't notice any wing change or anything there, so maybe he's just got some side pod damage, but definitely dropped faster. Now Pinju with a 38.592. Fastest lap of the race, and he's going to leapfrog Now, I don't know about you, but do you think it was a deliberate tactic from Relic just to drop it? And actually, no, forget that. Dropping back deliberately to cause mayhem. But look, the problem is you have a ghost.
Now he's completely outside the pit window now of Kahoot. If anything, if I were Relics, I would have wanted to stay out as long as possible, make sure that I'm in the pit window of those in front of me, so that way when they box, I can hold them up. He has nothing to gain in this race, really. He's not having to worry about his championship standings or anything like that. He and his teammate have already done their job. They sealed it up last week with the Constructors Championship. His only job today is to make sure that his teammate is the champion when they leave Abu Dhabi today. So if I were Relics, it would have been better for him to stay out and make it to where Kahoot and Noodles fell behind him when they pitted. And then whenever they got to him, he could have done a Perez again for a lap or two, just to make it even harder.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, agree. So Green Gates just clarified, he actually did leave, but the car just kept running, so he came in, jumped in, and boxed it. So thanks for that, Goatsy, but please don't jump in again. Gone into D1. You're a D4, D3 driver, mate. Stay where you belong. Enjoy the rest of the show. So, riding on board now, Left 4 Dead in P6, Beanie Black P7, Espinala in P8, Watto P9. Deb doing very nicely in the points. Relic, who has boxed, and Pinju. No, you didn't, mate. You weren't in anyone's road, mate. Don't worry about it. Shouldn't have been there in the first place, but that's another story. Hugh Daff not really having a great race and doesn't have a helmet on either. So he's broken every FIA rule. Godzilla all the way back there in 14th. Hartwigger down there in 15th as well, riding his own race. So 9 seconds now between Betsy and Kahoot. Just, it is stretching out, and I just cannot see, Mike, where Kahoot gains on Betsy here. I just can't. Those two.
I don't either. I'm having to look at the stream right now to get my information because I've been booted and now my whole console has decided it doesn't want to do its job. So I'm trying to get back in. But, I mean, to be fair, I don't see how Kahoot's going to claw himself back into this one without a safety car. He's allowed Betsy to get too far out in front. Josie Wales is not doing a job to hold up Betsy. I can't understand what is going on at the front of the race right now. I really thought that Josie would be doing everything he could to hold up or harass the Red Bull into some sort of a major mistake.
That's it. Just hasn't happened. The only thing that I think Kahoots is banking on is some sort of safety car at some stage. Because right now he just doesn't have the pace. Relic with the fastest lap with a 37.6, so there goes that theory that he's got damage because he's put the fastest lap in. Frizy in the chat going Kahoot to hit the safety car, but I reckon Mukping's onto something. Pinju to bin it. Pinju is synonymous for binning it around this track, so you never know. Mukping could be onto something. Frizy's obviously had way too many to drink. He's just put Godzilla's going to win this race. That's what calling Div 4 will do to you, Mike. Fries up your brain.
Hurts my head just thinking about that
exactly.
sentence. All right, I'm back in. Appreciate the
Beautiful,
invite.
nice.
So we're back at 100% for the commentary team. However, I will check this out. I can't see the gaps right now, but I believe that right now Relics is actually crawling back inside Kahoot's pit window.
Yep. Exactly. He is, but look, 9 seconds. Yeah, he's about. Just take a look at the gap. It's probably a good point. No penalties. There was only one to mention.
Kahoot's in the pit lane.
He's in.
So this is early, so he's going for hards.
Or he's doubling at reds. Two reds. He's going to go red.
He's going two stop.
He's going red.
Goodness.
So
that's a tough call from him because now all Betsy has to do is say, right, you want to do that? Well, I'll just make these last another 4 laps, and I'll just stop and put on hards and go to the end.
Yep, exactly.
And make it a one-stop race.
That's it. So where does Kahoot come out? Guess where he's behind?
Comes out behind Relics.
He's come out behind Perez. He's come out.
Oh, Pinju died. Pinju died.
Pinju?
He's still alive. Thank
He's,
God.
jeez, I tell you what, Muck Ping was almost Nostradamus. But take a look where Relic is, and Kahoot is behind him, and he's going to sit there and cry. Kahoot is going to cry. I'm telling you, he's going to see the rear end of that Red Bull going, no, not again. And Relic is going to sit there like a food van and just park that car all over the road. Betsy.
Relic's gonna do his job perfectly, and his teammate at the front's gonna be an old man sitting in a recliner watching two kids fight in the street. It's gonna be perfect.
Exactly. So Kahoot, his championship, is going to be breaking in. Relic doesn't really care. Meanwhile, up the front, Betsy just holding it there. Noodles, 11 seconds behind, left for dead. We almost thought we had a safety car. Espinala in P5. Benny Black further down. Watto, 10 seconds of the drift. Who just got left there? I'm not too sure what happened, but Relic.
Just left because he is DNF'd as well.
He has DNF'd, but did he box it in the pits? Must have. Must have. Okay.
Here comes Relic.
Thanks,
on
Hardwick.
Watto. Relic is right there on Watto now as they go down into turn 1.
Yep. So there we go. Let's ride on board here. Does he get the job done? Kahoot with win 1.4 seconds.
Easy. Watto's on the wrong tire.
Exactly. So Relic, Watto making his life. Watto's trying to do a Noodle, help Noodle out here. He's the Bottas. He's making that Mercedes wide as he possibly can. But he's not going to hold back Relic to what he wants to do. He's got himself up to P6.
Now what does Relic do? Does he decide to... Yeah, he let off early.
Didn't he?
He just decided he's going to keep Watto in front
Yep.
as long as he can.
Yep. Mind you, Kahoot on the outside. Kahoot's going to get the job done now. Relic has got to be thinking through there. Nice overtake.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, no.
Application whatsoever.
Absolutely. This is what you call the Perez show. Relic is doing to Kahoot what Perez did to Hamilton. My God.
Now Kahoot's going to look to pass at some really odd places. Relic
Absolutely.
none of it.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
Now.
He is. He is. He's backed off. Relic right now would be sitting there. Green Goats is left, obviously, because he boxed there. Meanwhile, up in front, Betsy and that Noodles, nothing really happening up front. Espinala hunting down left for dead. Keep your eye on the food van and Kahoot. Because right now, I can't see Kahoot getting past Relic. I want to see how they go on the main straight, actually. And see what Relic does here.
To you.
It is.
It's coming to you now. They're coming through the hairpin. Kahoot is close.
That's
but
it.
Not close enough, I think, on this straightaway. He's going to have to try and do it on the next one. But the Red Bull deploys.
It deploys. He is. He's got 14%. He's not deploying it. 23. Codzilla's got Deb for P11. Pinju's got Deb as well, I think. Oh, yeah, Deb's in the pits. Okay. This is where Kahoot has got to get it done. What does Relic do?
He's not going to do it. He's too far back. He had a big oversteer on the exit. But holy crap, he's there.
On the outside. Oh, no. You can't do that. Oh, he's been forced wide. Oh, Kahoot's gone through. Now, is that going to be an illegal overtake?
I don't think so. I think Rapid Relic really pushed him off there.
No, Kahoot has done the right thing. Kahoot has actually done the right thing and gave up the position.
All right, Kahoot's
and
now
he's got he's put him into the wall. I've seen that.
The Red Bull just locked up the brake pedal right in front of him for absolutely no reason.
No,
There's
he didn't.
one thing to be holding up the driver behind you. There's another to just slam on the brake pedal
exactly.
and brake test the driver behind you.
Yep.
And I'm sorry. I think that time Relics went too far.
Yep. Okay. So Relic is in. He's obviously got some sort of damage.
The front end fence is gone on that Red Bull.
Yep, so he's going to be boxing for a new pit. Somehow Cahoot's got through here with no damage. Dead with 3 seconds. Betsy, meanwhile, up in front, making zero effort to pass Wales. Noodle's not breaking anything as well. Espinala in P4 left for dead. So Espinala, another good performance from him. Possible podium position. Rubric, the boss.
Yeah, Spinala coming all the way from the back to run P4.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I just heard you saying, Rubric now has Cahoot behind him. And Cahoot and Rubric were going at it earlier on in the first 5 laps. So let's see how it goes this time if Cahoot can get there.
Yeah, exactly. So calls for Cahoot's penalty to be removed, and to be completely honest with you, for the first time in Rapid history, I'm probably agreeing. So, Muckpin is filthy. He's lost 16k. Meanwhile, up in front, Betsy's making no inroads. And I don't think Betsy has any need to pass Josie. He's got the championship up here. Left for Dead 5, Rubric P6, Cahoot P7, Watto P8, Benny Black, and Relic down to P10, Pinju P11. In the chat, between laps 16 and 17, when does Pinju bin it? Just put your comments in the chat. Relic's been banned from the party. Looks like he's been booted. Internal fighting going on. Not welcome at the party anymore, Relic. Hugh Daff with no helmet. Godzilla P13 and Deb all the way back into P14 who's boxed. So 16 laps in, 12 laps to go, Mike. Plenty to play for. But right now...
I gotta say, I'm surprised that Alpha Tauri isn't getting a black and orange flag to come in. He's just running around out there with a balaclava on.
Exactly. As soon as Betsy puts, Dutchie says Pinju will bin it. We stand with Hoot. Muck Ping in the chat, we stand with Hoot. Betsy goes into the lead. So I think Betsy is going to push this to lap 20 to 21 and then box for a set of reds. What's Josie do? Josie's on the reds. So he thinks he can get 11 laps out of them.
Easy to do now that he's lost a lot of the fuel load in that car. Car's a lot lighter. You can easily take these tires 11 laps. Betsy doesn't have to pit yet, though. He had an 11-second gap back to the driver behind him who's currently fighting for the championship. So he's got about 3 or 4 laps before he's really got to pit, and he might be under threat if he has something go wrong in the pit stop. So I would expect Betsy to come in within the next 1 to 3 laps.
Yeah, fair enough. So the thing is, Josie Wales has now come out. Rubric is P. So 4 seconds though. Cahoot has dropped is within 4 seconds of Josie now. Betsy boxes. If Betsy doesn't box now, he does fall into the victim of being in Cahoot's. But Cahoot's going to have to box. He's not going to get them all the way in, is he? 4 laps in?
It's a possibility. These tires could do about 15 laps around here. Problem is, when you get into that range, you're really struggling for rear grip, and you're also in the territory of having a blowout. If you have one of those rear tires let go, you could easily lose the car on the straightaway.
Yep, fair call.
And Cahoot picks up another time penalty.
Okay, I can't take off 2 penalties, so he's now 6 seconds down. Betsy now in P1, continuing on. He's definitely pushing it to get himself into the red zone. I think what he's doing here is he's waiting for a safety car, and I reckon he'll box for reds. JC Rails jumps up to P3, gets left for dead quite easily. Rubik into P5, Cahoot P6, Noodles P7 after boxing. He'll be going to the end. Benny Black, 3 lap olds, probably good enough to get in. Again.
No front wing change or anything happening. I don't know if he's got side pod damage or something, but he was losing time to the Alpine in front of him before he boxed. He lost about a whole second and a half, almost 2 seconds.
Committed to the 2-stop and got it done. Free Reaper bug, pass. Gumbo is calling for a safety car. JC Wells up into
Crucially,
P2. Yep.
Kahoot comes out in front of Relics.
Yep. Oh, geez, I tell you
Imagine
what.
if those two had been on track next to each other again.
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked it at all.
I would have maybe ducked out of the comms box for about 5 minutes and then came back.
You wouldn't have. You wouldn't have. You would have sat there with your popcorn and you would have enjoyed it. Don't lie. Do not lie.
Okay, I'm just gonna say if these two get next to each other on track again for any reason, I'm getting Daryl back in the room because Ruben is racing and he's all about that shit.
That's it. 41 viewers in the channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in for the finale. Currently, Betsy, who's boxing now for Reds, leads the championship and will be our Division 1 champion for the first time. And the
What is going on here? So, okay, did Betsy have a big problem somewhere? Because I believe he had to have, because somehow just then Spinalla ended up inside Betsy's pit window.
Oh, right, okay. No, Betsy hadn't boxed, so this is 3. He's now 4 seconds. Noodles has got the fastest lap, and he's now in P3. He's now within 3 seconds. Betsy, something's happened with Betsy, you're right. That gap...
something happened with that Red Bull. He lost a lot of time.
Like almost 8 seconds to Noodles in 1 lap. Something's happened there. Kahoot's jumping up into P7. So right now... So Rubric's got out in front. Espinala's got out in front. Benny Black is now to P4. But Noodles now within 3 seconds. A safety car here is going to mix this up nicely.
Got some people talking in the chat that
Pinju's time has come. Pinju's time has come. Funny that we always go to Pinju to create the safety car.
Well, he's like the Nicholas Latifi.
He is. He's the Nicholas Latifi. Muno is the Nicholas Latifi of Division 2, Pinju, Division 1 Latifi. See you next season, Reddy.
Here for 5th place, got a huge 4-car fight as Spinalla makes the move
sorry about that.
On Rubric.
Got it done.
Rubric's got Kahoot all over the back of him as they come down into the hotel section.
Yep. Through here to Latifi corner. What's Rubric do? Does he hold him up? No, he's letting it.
Calmed himself down.
I think so. I don't see Rubric really holding him up here. I'm going to see Rubric lift. He's not in the championship fight. You would think that the boss would say, right, I'm not in it, let him go, let him go. But he's not going to make it easy for Kahoot.
No, he's the boss. He's probably saying, all right, orange card, you're taking the piss. You're supposed to be behind me.
Yeah, exactly. Betsy's left the session. Betsy's left the session.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That is huge. His car is going to be so slow.
Oh, no. Sorry, mate. I need to get him in.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got it. Just take over the comms, mate, while I try and get him in.
Okay, well, since Betsy's been gone, he's already lost 3/4 of a second to Noodles behind him. This is a huge technical issue for the Red Bull Championship driver. This could be done and dusted if Noodles is able to catch that Red Bull and pass it before Betsy gets back. Betsy would then have a huge job on his hands. Hopefully the Red Bull driver can get back. And here he is. He has rejoined the session. He should take control of the car here in about 10 seconds or so.
He's still ghosted.
But look at that gap that Noodles has brought down from 3.7 to 2 seconds.
And more importantly, Kahoot is trying to get past Rubric. Betsy needs to get back into the lobby. He's back. He's back. He's back. Oh my God! I tell you what, to have a championship decided by Cody's like that would be the biggest. Regardless of what you think about Relic, that there would have been a travesty for Betsy because he has driven the perfect championship leading race. He's done everything right. And to have it stolen because of a Cody's glitch that booted him out doesn't sit right with me, mate. Does not sit right with me.
Yeah, no, I have to completely agree. Betsy's done absolutely nothing wrong. No matter what his teammate has done, Betsy is not a part of that. He's been at the front, running his own race, a championship winning race. But so far, now Noodles is closer. Noodles has gotten that sniff of that Red Bull exhaust, and I think he wants to taste it a little bit closer.
Absolutely. Now, Mikey, I'm not too sure, but I believe we've got Toto from Mercedes in the book. He wants to say something. Hold on. Cordis, this is not right. You have to reinstate the lap for Betsy. This is not right, Toto. Cordis. That's what I reckon what would be Toto would have been saying if he was his team boss right now. But it's true. So not right.
I think I hear Christian Horner. I think I hear Christian Horner in the background.
Yes.
Go get the fuckers.
Go get the fuckers. You're champion of the world.
Max Verstappen, you've done it.
That's it.
Fuck, I can't stand his voice. I like him as
Big problems, Dutchie saying in the chat.
Oh, and Noodles has left the session. Is Noodles returning the favor? Or did Noodles just get it?
It's all good. But right now, Betsy leads by 3 seconds over to Noodles. Josie Wales has got this race won and done. Noodles.
No, it's not all good. Noodles has just dropped out of the session. He's now losing the time.
Oh, no. So he's now been booted out. Right, I need to get him back in. Noodles, he's joined. Jesus, Struth. Espinal, 11 seconds. Rubric is hold, and Cahoot's gone. Nah, I thought Cahoot went for a shortcut there. But right now, the boss is holding up Cahoot.
And right now, the problem I think for Cahoot is that currently he's got Spinala in front of Rubric. Rubric not taking the toe at all. He's just staying right there, center line. Can Cahoot get close enough to make the run out of this uphill chicane?
Oh, well, that's 20 subs. Dutchie, you owe us 20 if Cahoot finishes third. But right now, I don't know. We're going to have to total up the points if Dutchie's coming up with 20. Betsy got booted out, mate. He didn't leave the session, Dutchie. Pay up. Pay the man his money. Rubric in P5. He's now become the Perez of Alpine. Cahoot right now is seeing his championship just go up in smoke with 5 laps to go. Espinala in P4. Noodles, the timing glitch. And Betsy right now is 5 laps away from his maiden Division 1 championship. Dutchie is 5 laps away of paying us 20 gifted subs. And Dutchie's missus is 1 skip away from having to get out a personal loan to pay for Dutchie's 12 gifted subs. I know that, Dutchie. You're a man of your word. I know you are.
Unfortunately, he is a man of his word, so he's going to have to pay up. He opened
exactly.
his foot before the race even started.
That's it. 44 in the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate your support. But right now, I'm not too sure what's going on with your mic there, Mike, but it's really a lot of static, mate. I think it actually might have been me. It was me.
Is it gone now?
Yeah, it's gone now. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dutchie. It's all sorted. So Rubric holding up Cahoot. Left for Dead P7 going well. Relic is in P8. Watto P9. Beanie Black.
Pinju's out.
Pinju's out. Pinju's out. Is that Latifi? It's Latifi! Pinju Latifi! We've got a safety car! Pinju Latifi! He's done it! God. We have a safety car!
Fuck me, Dad.
Pinju Latifi!
Oh my god.
Oh! He's done
Dutchie,
it!
how much did you pay him?
Oh, Dutchie!
How many loans did your wife take out for this
Oh
race?
my god, 5 laps to go. The drama. Josie's in the pits. Betsy's in the pits. Noodles has continued. Noodles has continued. He's gambling. Where is Betsy coming out? P3, Kahoot P4. He's going to continue on. He's going to leapfrog Betsy. Oh my God. He's in front of Betsy. Betsy's boxed. It's not over. We have 5 laps, 4 laps to go. Kahoot with the 6 seconds. He will have 3 seconds paid off because of the relic incident. I can confirm that as the steward of Div 1. He has 3 seconds in penalties. The problem is, let's go back and, well, it's a safety car. And I think we remember last time, let's look at the screen, the last time Kahoot led the safety car for the final time for the year. Let's look at Kahoot's safety car.
So, Kahoot, when does he go? Noodles just tucked in there, so Kenny will be waiting his time. Let's rock it. Kahoot has done it. He's done it.
Oh, it hurts to watch.
Is he going to send it?
And then, obviously, we've got Winter for the last time.
Get yourself in the stream and enjoy yourself.
This is Div 2 safety car at action, mate.
Yep, Remedy's showing his love as well. Good on him. Mrs. Cahoots back in the chat. Oh, what's this? Oh, no, what's up?
Can't lie, those replays though, it's so easy to do
It
in
is.
this game. The way that the game rips away the throttle from you,
Yep.
and then you're asking for it, it's not giving it to you, and then all of a sudden it gives it to you at a point where you didn't want it, you didn't expect it, but your foot's still in it,
Yep.
and the car goes around. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I really, really, really hope that
Yep.
they've done something different in the new game, because if they've still done that,
Yep.
I'm almost wanting to write in some sort of a rule that you just don't go until you're on the start-finish straight.
Exactly.
Because the leader is at such a disadvantage
Yep, very, very
on
true.
safety car restarts. But back to the live action. So Noodles decides not to pit. He's on old softs. Josie Wales is right behind him on fresh tires. Kahoot right behind him
And you
on
know what?
tires only 1 lap fresher than Noodles.
That's it.
What
Now
is the play here?
Now you know that Josie is going to let Kahoot back as fast as he possibly can. He's going to let Kahoot through. We've got 3 laps. Now guys, I want you to take a look here. You got to take a look at Kahoot. I know we do not normally show the penalties. Kahoot will have a 3-second penalty. 3 seconds. It is not 6. 3 will be wiped off because of the incident with Relic. I can tell you that right now. That will happen. I know that we don't normally do that, so 3 seconds will come through. We've got 2 laps.
Yeah, Kahoot already at a disadvantage because he's got that 3 seconds that
penalty.
he's going to have to serve at the
That's it.
end of the race.
So
Right now, sitting pretty, though, is Betsy on brand new tires. He doesn't have to really worry about Kahoot because Kahoot's going to be behind him, but he's got to get in front of Noodles.
That's it. Now, the thing is, Noodles is not far enough ahead of Kahoot or Betsy to win, so he's basically, if he wins, he's winning for his own glory. I'm going to say safety car should be in this lap, but we're not. We're going to go another lap. We're going to have 2 laps.
Well,
2 laps.
He's in P1, though, and his other 2 championship contenders are back there in the pack. What if one of them has an issue and the other one can't avoid it and they both go off?
Exactly.
He can still win this championship even though they're in this restart order.
Yep.
Very weird, though. We're not getting the safety car in. I think it's because Rapid Deb was nowhere near the back of the field as we
Read the
came through
chat.
Sector 3.
Boys, they're all sitting here saying, read the chat. Now, I can tell you now, the current standings is Betsy is 5th, which is what, 10? I'm just trying to work this out at the moment. I've got the mathematics out here. Let's just take a look. They've got 1 more lap to go, so let's go down to the pre-show there. This is what they're 285. I'm writing this all down. 285, 276, and 271. So currently at the moment, Betsy is, bear with me, Betsy is in P5, which is 25, 18, 15, 12, 10. So he's now, sorry? He's in P4, which is 12 points. Cahoot's in P5, so that's 3 points. So Betsy currently leads the championship. Currently leads the championship to 197. You know who leads the championship? Noodles. Noodles leads the championship. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, if they stay the way they are now, Betsy wins the title by a point from Noodles. It'll be 287, 291, and 296.
Right now? Hold on. Who's holding that extra point?
Who is? Safety car in this lap.
Spinala
Okay.
holding the extra point right now.
So this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourself. Strap yourself in. Yano's off the yacht for 2 laps. If you think this is going to get exciting, just wait. 5-second penalty. Blackie. Noodles, what does he do? 2 laps.
I don't know, but they're going to go ahead and get ready now.
Thanks, Sophie. 2 laps to go. Currently, based on the current standings, Betsy leads the championship by 1 point. By 1 point if they stay the way they are. Right now,
Get in there, Lewis! What a lap, man!
and we're away. Noodles is done. He's made the jump. Josie Wales is going to move aside.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
2 laps to go.
Look at the jump by Noodles. Noodles with a huge jump.
Betsy thinks he knows this. He's going through. He's staying in P4. Right now, he's going to mount through. He doesn't know that he leads the championship by a point from Noodles. Cahoot can't get the job through done. Up on the inside, Betsy. Betsy's done a Verstappen. Up on the hairpin. He takes the lead from Cahoot. Is this the title? Is this the title for Betsy? He's got the job to...
Cahoot's getting a toe. Oh, but he falls behind him. Oh.
We're riding on board with the 2 chop. Up on the outside, Cahoot. Squeeze, squeeze. He keeps position. Betsy
with the crossover though. Here he comes. He's coming
on
back.
the outside.
Better position. He's on the outside. He gives him the better position.
Betsy
doesn't get a good enough pull.
And Cahoot holds. Cahoot holds.
Cahoot deep into the corner though.
Deep. And Betsy and Noodles here right now leads the Yas Marina Abu Dhabi, the grand finale, by 1.3 seconds from Josie Wales. Cahoot.
Josie needs to swap. He needs to swap right now.
He has to, but he can't.
Position possible.
He risks getting Betsy past him. Betsy right now. Rapid Black's got a 3-second. We do not care. The final lap. 5.5 kilometres to go. And we will crown the Season 5 champion. Will it be Betsy? Will it be Cahoot? Right now. We ride on board.
Noodles. These two could still take each other
They're
out.
out.
Down here in the hairpin. Cahoot wide. Almost loses the car out there on the exit curbing.
Into the S's of no point.
Into the corner again.
What does Betsy do? Betsy on the outside. Cahoot stays inside. He's taking the gamble. Up on the straight. Betsy on the inside. DRS is not enabled. This is all pure speed. Betsy on the inside.
Side by side.
Side by side.
Nobody can out-drag the other.
In here, braking zone. What's Cahoot do? He sides it through. They're going to hold it. This is the racing win. Betsy takes P3. He's taken P3.
Championship if it finishes like this.
He has. He will be crowned champion. Josie Wales comes up on the inside.
Josie's going on Noodles.
On Noodles. This last 5.5 kilometres has had more action than you could imagine. Noodles drops to P2, Betsy to P3, Kahoot P4, Rubric P5 and Noodles, but we're going to run up in front. JC Wales coming up into Sector 3. He comes round to Latifi Corner for the final time. He's going to win. JC Wales will win the finale. What an action-packed race. Noodles P6. But it is your champion, Betsy, will be crowned the Rapid Racing League Division 5 champion. Betsy, hats off. Congratulations. You are the champion.
Well, hold on. According to my time, Betsy's finished P5.
Doesn't matter, mate.
Did he pick up a penalty?
He must have picked up something. I'm going to go back to the screens at the moment. But Noodles has 18 points. Kahoot finishes where?
Confirm, everybody, the Red Bull did finish inside. He finished third, and Kahoot finished sixth after his time penalty. But for some reason, I've got Rapid Betsy scored in fifth on both screens.
Yeah, exactly. Must have had a penalty of some description. It's a timing glitch. Ricci's.
I didn't see Betsy pick up a penalty on the final lap. One of us would have picked that up.
We would have.
No, and according to this, he did not have a penalty, so it is a timing glitch.
Looks like it.
Cody's
but JC Wales has definitely won it.
Last time.
So, guys, we're just going to be finalising the numbers. Please hang by with us. What a dramatic way to finish the season. Our last race on F1 21-20 for Divi 1. JC Wales, Noodles.
Like an idiot today.
Rapid Rubric P3, but there is no timing glitch. I'm not too sure what's happened here with Betsy. I've got Betsy as third.
I've got Betsy as fifth on my screen.
Yeah, but I've got him as fifth.
And yeah, I saw him finish in third, so not
I've
sure
got
what's going on there.
And I've got Kahoot in P6, which is 8 points, correct? So I've got him on 284 and 289. So guys, I'm listening, Dutchy. I'm listening.
One light, two lights, three lights, four lights.
So guys, we've got Noodles, we've got Betsy. We're just going to wait for Kahoot to join us if he can. Now, I just want to confirm, guys, before we go, Noodles, I had Betsy in P3 with Rubric P4 and Watto P5. However, yep, I am correct. Yep, okay, so we are good. So the timing's right now. There will be a 3-second time removed from Kahoot. So you only have 3 seconds due to an incident.
Did he not already serve one of those 3 seconds though in a pit stop?
No, it wasn't.
He did not.
So guys, no more sounds, please. We have got our... Let's go over to Victory Lane and let's interview our top three. So firstly, our winner, JC Wales. Congratulations, mate. What a fantastic win from you, mate. Tell us about your race.
Well, yeah, qualifying lap was a bit worse than I intended, so I started from P2, but managed to jump relics off the start straight away.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then from there, I had Betsy on me, but his straight line speed was not as good as mine, so I could just, basically he'd just kind of stay just behind me, but he couldn't get close to me, so
yep.
And we kind of stuck like that for most of the race until the safety car when it got a bit interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's how it ended, and
yep.
I'm not gonna lie, we tried to help Noodles.
Yep.
We did try to help Noodles out,
mm-hmm.
but there's nothing we could have done, so
fair enough then.
Raced it to the end.
Totally understand, mate. So look, it's been a really great season. You've been super fast in the second half of the season. Look,
Thanks,
you made a great teammate. You battled hard with the Red Bulls. I mean, obviously they got the constructors, so finishing second, a gallant effort. I mean, I know you would be disappointed, and I know you'd be disappointed for Kahoot right now.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say to him at the moment?
Well, I feel like we definitely could have won the constructors. I did miss a couple of races when my wheel broke, so that definitely affected our chances at winning. But I felt like we made a good effort to come back, and it was in Jeddah. We were only like 15 points behind them. So
yep.
I think me and Kahoot did good, and Kahoot was on top of it all season. So yeah, great teammate.
No, fair enough. Mike, anything for our race winner today?
I was just going to ask, during the stream, we were really trying to figure out, were there any team orders going on between you and your teammate? Because we saw the Red Bulls working together rather hard. Relic's really doing his job at holding up the boot, but it seemed like you were just doing the best you could to pull the Red Bull further away from your teammate in the first game.
Oh, there was nothing I really could have done. I asked, I definitely was asking, but like everyone was kind of further behind us, and I didn't want to slow down too much because he would get me. I didn't really know what to do. I was hoping it could be a bit closer, but yeah, just didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. On to P2. Came into the championship in third position and needed every domino to fall his way. And with 2 laps to go, you were behind Betsy by 1 point. That's how far close it was. It was 1
Come on,
point.
Josie, far out.
1 point.
Oh, yeah.
1 point. 1 point between you. Goatsy, thanks for the subscription, mate. Appreciate that.
And proper rush right there.
Yeah, so it was 1 point between you and Betsy with 2 laps to go. I mean, you obviously took the gamble like Kahoot not to box, because obviously that was your only strat if you had a chance of winning. But a gallant P2, mate. Tell us about your race.
Remember the old nickname you used to give me, Sloppy Seconds?
Sloppy Seconds.
Plays well.
It does,
well, doesn't it?
It does.
I've
got another sloppy second for you in about a minute, but we'll get to that in a minute.
My missus won't give me any now. Missing out. No, the setup was surprisingly better than I expected. It was like a last-minute setup I made, playing with the higher wings, and yeah, knowing that I was near Josie's pace. Thank you, Betty, for the high wing suggestion. Knowing I was near Josie's pace in quali, I was like, okay, I'm feeling comfortable, and I knew the one-stop was possible. Everyone's saying it wasn't, but I knew it was.
Yeah.
And then Ralix did the typical Red Bull, holding everyone up, the Perez, but understandably, of course.
Yeah.
And then that safety car, I was like, the only reason the safety car was good because I had no fuel left. I was like 0.2 left, but. Big props to Betsy. He's giving me challenge of my life along with Kahoot, but definitely a championship. That was probably one of the best highlights. This is his championship fight for the second half. It definitely gave the audience to be part of.
Yeah.
And of course, Bajala, I hope you're happy as well.
Oh, mate, it was.
You've been creaming pretty much all the way.
There's visions of South Park that comes into my mind. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, look, I know you must be disappointed not to get the crown. You've had a great season. Yep.
I am happy that I think this is my 3rd or 4th season in a row. I finished in the top 3.
Yep.
In the championship, so
well done.
So I'll definitely take that. Championship is on its way.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Exactly.
Okay,
so let's move on to P3, and I can officially crown, ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Season 5 champion, Rapid Betsy. Congratulations, mate! You are the champ. How does it feel?
I had my ups and downs about how it was going.
He's doing a shoey. Doing a shoey.
I had my ups and downs about if he was going to win. Chilling behind Josie for most of that race, I was pretty confident, and then he undercut me, which I was like, all right, that's fine. I was really looking forward to kind of the overcut. I think I eventually would have caught him if I didn't probably disconnect.
Mate, I was tyre saving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I disconnected, I kind of lost my shit.
Yep.
You know. And then I saw Noodles.
Don't worry, we
disconnect.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw Noodles disconnect, and I was like, worst luck ever.
Yeah, and then you disconnected.
When I saw you disconnect, I was hoping you pit again.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would have ruined my race.
That's it. And look, to give you an idea, this is the unofficial final scores, but in third, and this is all to be confirmed because there'll be a 3-second time penalty taken off from Kahoot with the incident with Relic, finished on 284. Noodles finishes on 289, and Betsy finishes on 295 points. So, in the immortal words of Dutchy, pay up the 20 subs, bitch. There we go. So, look, Betsy, I don't know what to say, mate. It has been an unbelievable season from you. We spoke about it pre-show, 5 wins. I'm trying to think beforehand. Yeah, 5 wins, 10 podiums, a pole, a couple of fastest laps, and now you finish it all off with the championship. You really couldn't ask for more, mate. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
No, it's great.
Can you do me a favor, real quick? Can you put Bexy's picture back up there? Because I'm stroking my beard while looking at his beard.
Now that actually isn't. That is actually the Sully shirt world champion merchandise, which you can now get from the Sully shirt store. I'm not too sure if it was pre-done that way, but anyway, there you go.
Fuck the shirt. Fuck the shirt. I just want to stroke his beard. Get your Dutchy, you bloody beautiful bastard.
Exactly. So Dutchy, 20 subs, mate. Yes, thanks very much. The 20 gifts there. So Dutchy in the chat, but last week said that if Betsy won the championship, he'd do 10 gifted subs, and if he came third, he would do another 10. So we're just waiting for you to pay up, Dutchy, to get the credit card out, mate. So
I have one question before we get into all the beautiful and all the antics and whatnot. Betsy, earlier you said that you were feeling up and down during the race. Was some of that down because you heard about how it was going with your teammate Kahoot back there?
I wouldn't say I didn't tell Relics to do the kind of a team game, but I had Chrissy come into the middle of the party, in the middle of the race, saying some things about it. I wanted to hear Relics' side first, which I haven't yet heard, but at the end of the day, when the safety car came in, I was still battling Kahoot, knowing that if I sit behind, I'm going to win. So I just wanted to put on a show for everyone on stream, including myself, battling like P1, P2 in the championship, battling on the last lap. And that's kind of what I mean by the up and down kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yep.
But
no, fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
If the safety car didn't come out, then sure, it would have been probably me and Josie fighting on the last lap, which I mean isn't as cool to say as the championship 1 and 2 battling on the last lap. That's cool.
Fair enough. No, exactly, mate. Look, championship, it's a season-long battle, and you are a deserved champion, mate. Congratulations. That means 5 seasons, 5 different champions. I know Kahoot right now, he's not joined us in the chat for obvious reasons. I know he'd be pretty gutted and pretty disappointed, but believe you me, Relic, for you, Betsy, was the greatest Red Bull food truck we've ever seen on a car track. He held back guys like you would not believe. He made Perez look like an amateur for 2 laps. It was ridiculous to watch, mate. He was unbelievable in those first 2 laps, and we just sat there and watched him, and he did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. He held the line.
Relics was doing a great job, and he was basically the Australian Armed Forces and made Perez look like a Somali pirate.
Exactly. And, look, we'll definitely debate what happened with him and Kahoot later, obviously after the first pit stop. Was it a bit over the top? I think Mike and I both agree that it probably was.
A bit dodgy.
A bit dodgy, but...
Well, I also do know this. Relics did leave the party... as soon as you invited him to the party after he got pole, he joined the party, and on the formation lap, he was literally like, I have wheel glitch. Because we wanted to stay in the party and work together from P1, P5, he tried to stay in the party, and then I think lap 8, whenever he boxed, or before that, he left the party. And then I think on his second pit stop, or his first, whatever it was, his second pit stop, he joined back. and he was just having massive problems with wheel glitch.
No,
and
fair
I'm not
enough,
saying
yeah.
that as an excuse, but I'm also trying to defend the guy.
Yep,
because
that's okay.
it is what happened.
No, fair enough. Mate, look, from all of us here at Rapid, from myself, from the boss, Rubric, from all the admins.
I have one question for Betsy.
Yep. Yeah, go for it, Noodles.
Go on, Betsy. What car are you choosing next season?
Classified.
Classified.
Can't let me hang it down, mate.
Above top secret.
Yeah.
We already had Muckfing already said his. You can choose yours.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Mate, you can say what?
You guys can decide that later. Look, Betsy, from everyone here in Rapid, congratulations, mate, on being the Division 1 champion. You are a deserved champion. You've earned it. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy whatever. We will see you next season. Mike, anything from you?
I mean, all I can really say is what a beautiful season. I mean, we saw it all coming together about halfway through when people really started getting their A game together, and then it just all came down to the last race. It almost made it to where the rest of the championship was almost pointless to watch because everything was happening right here in the last race. What a beautiful season this has been for Rapid Racing Australia, and I hope and pray we see more of them.
Yep, exactly. So, guys, look, from myself, we're going to wrap it up from there. This has been Rapid Pajala, Jack, or Magic Mike, as I now will call him. Thank you so much for joining me for the last 3 weeks. It has been an absolute pleasure having you in the box with me, mate. And hopefully we can continue on that next season. Josie, congratulations on the win, mate. Well deserved, mate. Well done. Noodles, P2, so close, but sloppy seconds is your nickname, and you continue on that heritage.
But get a tattoo next time.
Exactly. I think it is time to get the tattoo, Noodles. But finally, to our Rapid Racing Division 1 Season 5 champion, Rapid Betsy, you get the last word. Congratulations, mate. What do you say?
Thank you for everything.
Yep.
I came into this league not knowing what it was about. I was literally a noob on this on a controller. I then realized what was happening with leagues and all that competitive racing, and it's amazing that you can have wheel-to-wheel racing. And
mate, don't give me a sob story, okay? Can I wrap it up, okay?
Exactly.
Well,
everyone's waiting for Dutchy. Everyone is waiting for Dutchy to pay up. Now, Dutchy, pay up. 20 gifted subs, pay up. We are waiting for the Dutchy. Come on, mate. A bet's a bet.
Bring on 2022, mate.
Exactly. We've got 35 viewers in the stream, all waiting for Dutchy to pay up his 20 subs, hoping they get a free month. So
he probably didn't think he had to do it, eh?
He did. No, he's a man of his word. He's a man of his word. So there we go.
He's waiting on his wife to get back from the bank.
Yeah, exactly. But look, let's wrap it up from there. Look, guys. Congratulations again, Betsy. For myself, it has been an amazing season. I have loved commentating every one of these races. F1 2022 cannot come fast enough, boys, I don't think. But from myself, from Rajala, from Mike.
Exactly next week, right?
It's close, isn't it? Exactly. So from us,
someone else.
Let's wrap it all from here. Until we meet again, our Division 1 champion, Rapid Betsy, Josie with the win tonight. But we'll see you next season. Go to the Rapid Racing Facebook page, Rapid Racing League. Follow us in Discord. If you are interested in getting involved and racing with us next season, we would love to have you on board. Until we meet next time, it's lights out and bye for now. Good night, everyone.